Good afternoon, it's Barry from AC Pressure Washers. And one question we get asked quite a lot is how to start a petrol pressure washer. So we'll use one of our C-Hawks to demonstrate the best starting procedure. Let's get to it. So first of all, you need to make sure you've got the correct nozzle for the machine. Now this is a 200 bar machine at 21 litres a minute, so it needs a 6.5 nozzle. Now you can have 15 degree at 6.5, 25 degree at 6.5, 40 degree at 6.5, whatever you want, 6.5's turbo. As long as it's a 6.5's, that's the correct nozzle for this machine. On this particular model, it has an easy start valve, so there's no reason not to connect the hose directly to it while you're starting the machine. Now this is an M22 fitting that screws on. It's an O-ring seal, so you don't have to over tighten it, just hand tight. Now you can use quick release fittings, you can use midi quick release fittings, or large quick release fittings, whatever you like, as long as it's connected and it's sealed up. And because it's a 21 litre a minute machine, it needs to run from a container full of water. It will not run from a garden tap. The return to tank hose needs to go in the same container. There's no limit to the size of the container. You can run it from a 650 litre tank, or you can run it through a small container that's constantly fed with a hose pipe. Now before you start it, it's a good idea just to check the oil, just to make sure there's enough oil in to keep the machine running as it should. As you can see on the dipstick there, it's right to the top. That's fine. You can't really overfill these engines unless when you're filling it, it's on an hill or an incline and it's leaning towards the back or to the other side. But that's fine. So the first thing to do is make sure that the easy start valve is in the open position. As you can see, the line that goes through the top there is pointing transversely, so that means that the valve is closed. We'll give it a quarter of a turn. The lines are in line with the outlet, so that means the easy start valve is open, and that will release all the pressure from the head of the pump when you're starting the machine. So the machine's not pressuring up as you're starting it. It makes it much more easy to start. So it's a good idea to make sure you've got some fuel in. A little tip, never put fuel in when the engine's hot or when it's running. It's extremely dangerous. That should be enough fuel to start it. Place the fuel cap. And make sure the engine is switched on. That's in the on position. Now when you start it for the first time, the petrol should be in the off position prior to starting, and the choke should be on. So you leave the choke on, put the fuel on. You don't need any revs at this stage. It should run on tick over. And now it's time to start the engine. So you've got your revs on tick over, you've got your choke on full, and you've got your fuel on. And the engine switched on in the on position.